House today, Press Secretary Sarah Sanders fighting back against the media.
As far as I know, I'm the first press secretary in the history of the United States that's required Secret Service protection.
We'll have more on that in a moment. But first, President Trump is back on the campaign trail tonight in Pennsylvania as a familiar foe emerges to counter his message in the midterms. Former President Obama announcing he's planning to stump for Democrats this fall. If it's anything like 2016, the battle between the two heavyweights is sure to get nasty. Watch.
Thousands of Americans would be alive today if not for the open border policies of Barack Obama.
They say Donald lacks the foreign policy experience to be president. But in fairness, he has spent years meeting with leaders from around the world. Miss Sweden, Miss Argentina, Miss Azerbaijan.
President Obama, he is the founder of ISIS. He's the founder of ISIS.
The Donald is not really a plans guy. He's not really a facts guy either.
This is a president who doesn't have a clue.
The guy says stuff that nobody would find tolerable if they were applying for a job at 7-Eleven.
Meanwhile, Obama is endorsing dozens of Democrats and making headlines for who he's backing and who he's not. He's throwing his weight behind a congressional candidate in New Mexico who wants to abolish ICE, and he's snubbing self-proclaimed socialist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Jesse, is this the election we deserve? Another rematch between Donald Trump and Barack Obama?
I would love to see those two debate, wouldn't you? That'd be just a bloodbath right there. I mean, I think the country already rejected a third Obama term when they rejected Hillary Clinton, and Obama doesn't do very well when he's not on the ballot. Remember, he just got shellacked during both midterms during his presidency, and him getting back on the trail activates the Democratic base, but it also reactivates the Republican base. So they're going to be pretty fired up when they see him out there stumping. I don't believe the country wants to look backwards. I think the country wants to look forwards. What we saw during the Obama years were terrible economy, racial riots, a lot of consternation in the public. There wasn't a lot of good things that were happening, healthcare chaos, et cetera, et cetera. Now we're in a new environment, and for Obama to get back out there, I don't think helps. I think actually hurts the Democrats and gives President Trump a big punching bag. That's a very big target.
It is true that President Trump does well when he has something to punch against. Juan, do you think that Democrats, though, will benefit from President Obama being out on the campaign trail for them?
Tremendously.
Would you like to expand?
60%, 60% plus approval rating, high energy, and we know about his capacity as an orator or just as a campaigner. It's very strong. And then when you think about it, for example, on these endorsements, he has been strategic. He endorses candidates where his endorsement will benefit them. He doesn't endorse, for example, Joe Manchin in West Virginia, which is a strong Trump state. He doesn't endorse Joe Donnelly in Indiana, a strong. So he's picking his spots, and I think he's doing so very well. And also, don't forget, money counts, Dana, in politics, and he's very good at raising money, and he's going to have his supporters and people who think he's still the cat's meow come out. Now, when you talk about energy or something like Jesse was saying, healthcare and so forth, healthcare chaos. Healthcare chaos is what we got now, where you see the Trump administration trying to provide these inadequate, subpar plans.
Some people like short-term plans.
Better.
Tell that to the people that lost their plans when he promised.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's not argue about it. Just look at what the American people are saying. Trust the American people once. They're saying they want Obamacare.
They voted for Trump
they want
because they didn't want
Obamacare?
that stuff.
No, they voted.
Then why did they vote against Hillary?
Here's what I would say to you. They voted in 2010 in reaction to Obamacare. Remember, it was being belittled and demonized at the time by opponents, but boy, the American people's attitudes have shifted.
It's a fortune. I mean, that's the problem. I think Republicans have to do a better job. Obamacare was a